Okay, let's start this session on the topic of how Trump's ICE raids of churches, as well as arrests and persecution of Christians, are being discussed in the churches and in the news. First, we have faith groups sue over ICE arrests at churches, from Catholic News Agency, July 31st, 2025. 11 Christian groups have sued the Department of Homeland Security over ending worship space protections, saying ICE arrests now instill fear, shrink congregations, and halt ministries. Trump's policy directly erodes the church's sanctuary role, replacing welcome churchgoers with surveillance and terror, dividing flocks as members fear worship could lead to arrests. Next, we have How Donald Trump is Teaching Christians to Abandon Empathy, published in The New Yorker, August 5th, 2025. In an interview, Baptist theologian Albert Mohler critiques empathy as too superficial and politically dangerous, favoring instead a kind of compassion that holds immigrants to the law. Mohler argues with Trump's America that feeling for immigrants is simply an excuse. Mohler is seen as breaking with the gospel message of hospitality to the stranger, the immigrant. Next is National Guard expands its role in Trump deportation strategy, published in the Christian Science Monitor, August 5th, 2025. Trump's recent deployment of National Guard troops in most red states to aid immigration detentions is deepening the militarization of America's domestic policy. Churches in immigrant-heavy areas report heightened terror, with worshipers avoiding services altogether. The militarization of American neighborhoods is transforming ministries into risk-taking. Next is LA Pastor on Hunger Strike for Detained Iranian Christians, published in Religion News Service, August 6, 2025. Pastor Ara Tarosian is protesting outside the White House for 200 detained Iranian Christians, including members of his church flock. Trump's ICE enforcement has cruelly ensnared asylum seekers who fled persecution in Iran, but are now imprisoned in the U.S. These raids, disappearances of Iranians to hidden locations, are being compared to the kind of military action against Christians in Iran, undermining the church's call to shelter the vulnerable and fracturing immigrant congregations. As I continue to say at the end of these episodes, please send any news items you have about the increasing threats to and erosion of First Amendment rights for Christians and churches in America under Trump.